Hey guys, it's Cecilia here. Welcome back. On my social media, the description box below. Follow me, tweet me, and become a Patreon today. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post. Subscribe, and join the family. Now, I want to let out a disclaimer. I'm going to be talking about Shannon, aka Creepshow Art, and I'm going to be talking about the video Emily Artful put out about her and how disgusting I think Shannon and her husband are. And the disclaimer. Now, I don't know these people personally. I just recently found out who Emily Artful is, and I think she's a very good person. I think she's amazing. I loved her video. It was very concise. It wasn't boring. It wasn't like, okay, get to the point. It was very concise, straight to the point, and, I loved it. I watched the whole thing in normal speed. That's how interesting it was. Now, I will say that I think Shannon is a very big weirdo. I feel like the whole time I was listening to Emily's video, I was thinking to myself, why would somebody devote so much time and energy and years to doing something like this to somebody? Don't you have things to do? Like, don't you have a job? Like, you really literally sat there for 12 years bothering this chick. Literally, like, harassing her. You and your man. Which is kind of weird how that was her man first, and then she ended up marrying him. I thought that was kind of strange. I know they say, you can't help who you fall in love with, but that was just a little odd. It's kind of like, I want what you had type shit. It's kind of odd. But, yeah, I think, Creepshow is just, very stupid. And I knew she was lying. I didn't even have to know the context. I already knew she was lying because any other time she will make a video, she will say what she has to say, and then she'll be done with it. But this time she literally held her tail between her legs and didn't say nothing. And since I'm getting off the internet, I'm handling this legally. She never does that. So for her to do this, it was kind of like a little bit, yeah, you got caught in 4K, and now you're trying to cover your tracks by saying it's a stalker. But another thing that really pissed me off was the homeless thing. Mind you, if you're homeless, I'm sorry. I hope you find a way to get out of it. I hope there's better days. But in Shannon's case, she wasn't homeless like she claims. She wasn't homeless because of she had nowhere to go, she was low on money. No, she was homeless because she thought it would bring out her artistic side more if she lived in her van. What? What is with these YouTubers and doing this weird shit where they just do this asinine shit and then build a whole story around it, and you come to find out it was for the reason why they did said thing is for the most stupidest reason. She literally prided herself in saying, I was homeless, I was homeless, I was homeless. I lived in my car. I was homeless, I was homeless, I was homeless. And I'm thinking to myself, okay. And, like, it was just weird to me. And then, for you to talk about your friends, dude, that is just a mess. Like, I don't like D'Angelo Wallace. I can't stand him. I think he's a narcissist. I think he's literally a piece of shit. But I will say that you pined for this guy so hard, and you literally sucked his ass in your video that you made on him. And now it's coming out that you were talking how shit about him, which I find funny because, I mean, what was said about him wasn't a lie. It was complete facts. But it's just the fact that you acted like you like him so much when you really don't. And I just thought that was funny. And then, you know, you come on YouTube and you give this, holier than thou shit, SJW shit. You want to police people for talking about communities and shit. When you are the same person that does the same shit, you have to go on a whole nother site to talk shit underneath, trying to act like it wasn't even you. She didn't have the balls to come out and say it out loud. If you don't like something, or you don't like somebody, just be a real ass bitch about to say it. Sub them on Twitter. Do whatever you gotta do. But for you to go on a whole site and talk shit and then not even come clean about it and say it was you, because we all know it's you. Like, we're not stupid. A lot of us been online longer than you have, and I've seen everything. I've seen people pretend to be other people. I've seen people lie and say somebody said something that they never said. I've seen people even go as far as making fake accounts and talk to themselves just to make themselves look relevant. So you're telling me that so your stalker did that? You're bullshitting me. And I don't like to be lied to. So I took that very, very offensive. Just to let you know. And I feel like, the fact that you kept pictures, I guess it's you and your husband kept pictures of Emily Artful in compromising conditions and was holding it over their head as some type of blackmail. That's suspicious. That's sus. And I don't understand why somebody would do that. That's disgusting. And she was 15 years old. That's even worse. Like, you talk about all these, you just talked about these child predators and these child molesters and all this stuff. And you were sitting up here holding on to pictures of this lady and confined this at 15 years old. You have stuff and you're holding over her head. You're a pig. You're a weirdo. You're weird. No wonder why your name is Creepshow Art, because you're a fucking creep. Oh my god. I was just like, ew. And I didn't want to be mean when I said what I said. I said, this is white people shit. Like, down to the teeth. But at the end of the day, it can happen in all races. I'm just so used to saying that. I'm not racist. That's just what I think when I see some shit like that. Because that's where I mostly see it at. Like, shit like this is like, damn, like, what the fuck are you doing with yourself? Where do you find time to do this stuff? Like, don't you get tired of doing this? I would get tired. I'm sorry. If I did that shit, I would get tired and be like, look, I'm done. I died. Like, go find, and I would just go live my life. And it's like, now you have egg on your face. You look stupid. Nobody likes you anymore. And for what? Because you couldn't come clean about you talking shit? I don't know why. You should have just said it. Yeah, I talk shit and so the fuck what? Who gonna check me? Like, come clean. Because yeah, you said a lot of fucked up shit, but it wasn't nothing that you couldn't, I guess, come back from. Yeah, it would take you a minute, but at least you'll be able to come back for it. But now this lady done put you out there in 8K. And you can't come back from it now. You done now. She done exposed you hard. And your husband. Your husband art her. So I don't understand how you still want to be married to somebody like that. I mean, you're married to a R word. And I just don't understand how you could live your life like that. Excuse me, allegedly. So I just feel like, you know, I don't want to hear you come on YouTube anymore, spreading your social justice wings, pumping out your chest, talking crazy. And I find it really strange because you talked about Jeffree Star, you talked about Shane Dawson, and you went very deep into them and you criticized the hell out of them. And they haven't done half the shit you did. They haven't even done the stuff you done. And you had the nerve to talk shit about them, but you did way worse things. Shane just did dark humor. Jeffrey was just being catty online. At least he was. At least he did it with his main account. You had to go through a whole nother site to talk shit about people. At least he said it with his chest. When he talked shit about somebody, he didn't lie about that. He said, "Yeah, I said it," and so what? You had to go through a whole nother site. So in that case, I feel like Jeffrey and Shane are better than you because they're real about this shit. You're not. Just saying. I just felt like that had to be said because I remember you were going so hard, and now come to find out, you're no better than anybody that you talked about. If anything, you're worse. And now nobody fucks with you. You practically lost all your friends, and you're done. And I feel no type of way about it. I don't even feel bad for you. I feel like I'm glad it's happened to you because somebody needs to knock you off the high horse because you were getting too big headed for me. This needs to get knocked down a couple pegs. Bye bye. But with that being said, I take my leave. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feel about Emily Artful's video about Creepshow Art, aka Shannon, exposing the shit out of her, dragging her to hell. Connect about it. Like, comment, subscribe.